Hello to people and peoples. Um, Let me make my timer go away. I just want the background to be like nice and relaxing. Um, you like the background? I like it. I feel like makes it makes calm. It makes calm. Um, so I said I was gonna do like a kind of weekly check-in thing, and I haven't really been good about doing that. Um, I've more done. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire, and I feel like I've been playing so much that I might need to take a break from it today, at least. I got something. Oh, never mind. Um, and talk about some things. I I just find it nice and relaxing to sit and talk in this podcasty like style. So please join me. Please listen. Please feel free to drink something. Have a drink of any kind. And when I say any kind, I mean any kind. I said I was going to be better about saying what drink I'm drinking. I have a C4 frozen bombsicle drink that I got for it was around lunchtime. I was so hungry. I let myself get so hungry. Um, and today I was like shaking hunger. I was like, I have to eat. And uh, okay, so this is kind of a funny, not funny story. Um, One thing I don't want to happen, and I don't think anyone wants this to happen, like when they go to the gas station or to the store and their card declines. That's what happened to me, and I was like, why did it decline? So I had to move some money, and it was because I had like a automatic transaction happen. So that is how my day went in the middle of the day, and that was embarrassing. But I was like, I'm gonna get this food no matter what. So I did get it, scarfed it down. I really and just a reminder, just to remind people, I'm a mental health case worker. I have like a caseload of 137 people, and I'm also in school right now, trying to get my master's in social work. Um, I tried to take a break, right? Like, I talked about this in some of my Slay the Spire videos, but I want to talk about it in a more formal setting. So I tried to take a break. This is story time. Um, and how did it work? I want to take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so weekend, and Monday off. And I was like, well, what am I going to do at my break? I'm going to go home. I'm going to be burnt out and go home. Um, Bad idea. I have two friends back at home that I hang out with every time I go home. And I have two parents. And my mom likes to tell my grandpa every time I'm home. Um, my grandparents, which is fine. But if you've ever, anyone who's ever lived far away and come back home, they know it's really hard to squish all that time in. And it made me learn more about myself as a person. I have like this inner resistance against doing things I didn't intend to do, or against, let me drink my drink. Against doing more than was intended. So I got to the point where I was just so tired. I was like, this is a bad idea. This is a bad trip. To some people, it'd be a good trip. It's like, okay, spend time with family, go to the beach. And that makes me sound like a brat. Go to a Good Friday service with another friend. It does sound bratty, but I think. And I want to, like, talk about myself, talk about these things for anyone else who struggles with the same thing, like that oppositional, defiant type feeling that you get on the inside where you're like, my plans were interrupted. I feel like I want to throw a tantrum. I feel wrong. And that's the best part about being an adult, good and bad, is you don't really have that issue anymore. Like, you can set your own boundaries, you know, do things your own way. And that's the nice part. But the hard part is you have to know yourself more. And that's where I kind of messed up. I did not know myself. I put myself in a bad situation. And I was like, this is not a good way to like relax from burnout. This is not good at all. Because when I'm burned out from work and things, I just want to figure out like, what is it that's burning me out? What is it that's making me feel this way? It could be anything. And while I was gone and at home, this is my fault, but I didn't prioritize my proteins and things, so I got like tired and I kind of got set back because I didn't exercise or anything. Because when I'm at home, I don't really have the time, and my schedule isn't as consistent. So now that I'm back home, I am back in Nashville. I am trying to prioritize a couple things: exercise, protein, making more food at home, money management, things like that. Things that make me feel internally well. Spending time with the Lord, because that's what I was supposed to be doing on my break too, but I didn't really get much of that. And then when I came back, I'm the kind of person, I know this is bad, but I just get tired. I get so tired that I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do it today. I don't want to do anything. When I get back home from the 6-hour drive, I just want to do nothing because I got to go to work tomorrow. And then I had a group partner who, he couldn't do the presentation yesterday, like the day before, because he had stuff going on. And so he was like, oh, can we do it tonight? I'm like, sure. And I was okay with it because I knew he was going through a hard time, and I told him, hey, anytime next week. But I was like, oh, tonight. So we did, and then the next day I had another group project because they wanted to set the group project on a Tuesday when the project wasn't due until Sunday. It was like a group, like a, like a role play therapist client type thing. And so I was like, well, all right. And I just felt so burned out and so tired. I felt so tired yesterday. I was like, what is going on? Maybe it's because it's Tuesday. Maybe it's because I'm back at work, but I'm so tired. And so we did that presentation, and it went well. And moments like those, I'm like, how am I in school? How am I doing what I'm doing? And I'm praying to the Lord. I'm like, Lord, I pray that I can get all this stuff done, because this is so much. And I haven't really been good about the, start with the Lord. How does it go? How does the scripture go? I'm going to butcher it so bad, but come to the Lord first and all else will be added unto you. It's just the belief that the Lord's mind is bigger than our mind. He knows what he's doing. He knows the direction that he wants us to go in. And, he's got us. And I've been more, and when I talk about this, it really helps me too. I've been more in this situation where I have felt very out of control. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, I've got this to do, and I've got this to do, and I've got this to do, and I'm not on top of it. I forgot my suitcase at home. That's something else that happened I forgot to mention. I forgot my suitcase, in Alabama, and I live in Nashville, and I live 6 hours away. So I was like, wow, what am I going to wear to work tomorrow? So I had to find clothes at home. And luckily, um, I found some pants and I found a nice shirt to wear. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But I was still annoyed because all my clothes were in there. And it was a blessing that I had my work laptop and my other laptop, school laptop, in my book bag. But I was just so frustrated and tired. I just the way my emotional regulation, my nervous system works is little things can bother me, and I think it's better because of the medication, but little things can really get to me, and that's one of them. Just mistakes that I make where I'm like, wow, you can make a little mistake like that and just ruin everything. Like, I mean, gosh, I can go through all the mistakes I've made. Like, this wasn't even that long ago when I locked my keys in my trunk and I had to sit there for 5 hours. And, also just another thing. I don't think I've said this before, but I'm single. It's just me out here. So it's kind of, whenever those things happen, like whenever I make mistakes like that, like I lock my keys in my trunk and I have to sit there in a neighborhood I don't know for hours waiting for the tow people to come, it puts that in perspective. Like, it puts that in front of your face. It's like, oh, it's just me out here. I have to take care of myself. And I don't believe it's just me. I believe it's me and the Lord. Like, I cannot lie, he's very much taking care of me. And, everything that I am. Because I have really questioned, like, can I be on my own? Like, can I be responsible enough? Can I do basic life things? Like, just a reminder to people, like, I have impulsive ADHD. I was diagnosed like a couple years ago as an adult. And not saying it's the biggest diagnosis, but it really has explained a lot in my life. Like, it's really dominated my whole life. And it's something I actually don't want. Like, I swear, I feel like, okay, I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of people want to claim ADHD so fast, and I didn't. I really didn't want to claim it. A friend was saying, oh, I think you have it. I'm like, I don't have it. But I was diagnosed when I was a little girl and put on medications. So, like, she made a point. She was like, that diagnosis doesn't go away. And I was like, oh. So when I took the test, again, as an adult, I was like, who knows what it's going to say? It said exactly that. Hold on, I'm putting my charger in my thing. Okay, sorry, I had to charge my computer. But yeah, he diagnosed me with impulsive ADHD. He's like, oh, you have it. And you've got the bad kind too. And I'm like, oh, well, all right. Then he's like, okay, what kind of medications do you want? I'm like, okay, we're doing this thing. And the medications were helpful. The medications are a tool. They don't, with the executive function part, the initiation of task part, I'm not gonna lie, I've had a really hard time with that. Like, initiating basic things like cleaning, exercising, things like that. Those things are hard. Like, but also you bundle it in with my anxiety, it makes it a little more difficult. And just, like, I didn't know how much of an issue I had with it until I became an adult, and a lot of these things came out when I became an adult, and that's what I'm having issues with now. Cleaning my room has become more of a project. Work, I don't know what's wrong with my brain, and I wanted to talk this out too. Work has become I don't know if I'm burnt out on it or what. I love what I do, but I just do it so slowly now. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, have no motivation, really don't want to, really won't want to get up. And then I'll get up, get dressed, and like, it's to the point where like I've been late a couple of times because of it. And then it'll take like 2 hours. I'll take my medicine at about 9, I think. But it'll take like about 2 hours till about 11. I guess until I know like half the day's gone through. Well, or about like 10:15. Until I feel the motivation. And then I'm still going slow, and I'm still taking a lot of time to do things. I'm forgetting things more. Weirdly enough, though, and I think it's because of my other medicine, I have not had issues with anxiety as much, because I had really bad call anxiety. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. I do have to make a butt ton of calls tomorrow. Um, I need to reschedule a visit that I said I was going to do, because I do not feel like leaving the office tomorrow. That is not, something I'm wanting to do. So that's my plan. I gotta make calls. Um, so something I'm gonna try to see if I can garner more energy is like walking more every day. Like, whenever I'm walking, or prioritizing my protein, I have more energy. So I'm gonna see if protein stacking will help again. Walking on the treadmill will help. Like, walking at least, so many steps a day will help. And we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. I'm trying to think what other plan I might have. And what else has been going on. Yeah, I feel like I've just been mentally kind of all over the place, which isn't anything new. That's actually not new. I've got to just accept that. I've got to accept that part about myself. Like, just being mentally not here is not new. I'll just pray to the Lord, be like, Lord, just help me with this. I really need to prioritize some reading today. And yeah, just doing things bit by bit, like at least trying to change. So that's what I want to encourage people. At least try to change. Just try. Just try to go in a good direction. Just try to clean your room at least a little bit. Which is what I'll be doing, is picking up some trash and things. And yeah, like, that's mostly what I wanted to talk about. Let me see how I am on time. Let me see. But okay. I do enjoy these check-ins, though. I enjoy like pretending that I'm sitting at that cafe. It's just so relaxing, and like the rain and everything too, and the plants. It's just so nice. Gosh, I'm reading this book called Will of the Many, and I'm trying to finish that, so that's something I want to prioritize. Gosh, I'm trying to remember what else I need to prioritize. Oh, I need to turn these assignments in. That's what I need to do. Just thinking about it. I need to turn those assignments in. That is really important. Indeed it is. But yes. Sorry, my head is aimless. Well, it was fun to record this. It was fun to share things that happened recently. And to just sit and talk and get out my feelings. I really hope this kind of thing helps people thinking about what they wanna do. I do want to talk more about like what it's like being a mental health caseworker and what it's like trying to get my master's in social work. Like, I really do want to complete that, but that is what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna be recording another video where I'm doing more tasks and things and talking at the same time. Or playing more Slay the Spire and just talking. But thank you so much to anyone watching or listening. This is fun to record. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you again.